style apartments that will take into consideration 300 students living there. We've been working with McCain's Farmers Banks and Legacy Credit Union to get them involved in revitalizing this corridor. In short, the university has invested more than $26 million on the corridor in the last 4 years. Each of those facilities easily could have been built on our campus and saved the university a considerable amount of money. But we made the investment to revitalize the corridor. We made the investment to connect with Center City partners and embrace their 2020 plan. We embrace our own Urban Land Institute, which calls for expanding the boundaries of Uptown Charlotte. The taxes that are collected in Uptown Charlotte not only pays for the services that are rendered in Uptown Charlotte, but it pays for the services rendered throughout the city of Charlotte. It's a major tax haven. We're to the point now as a city that we can't annex anymore. There's no future Ballantyne. There's no future university city. We've reached the edge of annexation. So only way we can grow is from within, from the middle out. And that's what Johnson C. Smith University has been trying to do, our fair share, putting our money where our mouth is in terms of revitalizing this corridor and representing the citizens who live up and down this corridor. Now, they say a video is going to be shown now, and I think it takes all the words I can't get out my mouth right at this moment. But I want to show a video that will show you visually some of the things that we've been doing over the last 4 years, and it will kind of show you visually what we believe this corridor can look like. And if you look closely enough in the video, you will see a streetcar. The I-77 bridge project that we talked about is a $180,000 project in conjunction with the Arts and Science Council. There's the teaching facility with the Performing Arts, for like the students over there for dance classes and art classes. There's a basketball field there on the corridor. Here's a parcel right across the street from Mosaic Village that we're working with developers, with the property owners to redevelop that site as well. Here's Mosaic Village, 4-story parking deck, 7,500 square feet of retail, 80 suite style apartments, up and operating today. There goes the streetcar. Hint. This is going to be a retail management program that the university is trying to do on that 5-point corridor where the gas station is right now. And this is our vision for Biddle, which we call Smith Square. On campus that's already built, opened last fall. And here's a science center that will be built on campus. It will be the largest building on campus once it's built. Construction is going to start within the next 60 days here on campus. 67,000 square feet facility. Of course, one of the oldest buildings in the state of North Carolina, historic Biddle home. You see the old ones that we've invested in also coming to campus.
assets and community and my love for Charlotte, know that there must be an overpowering necessity that is keeping me from being with you physically this evening. However, thanks to technology, I can be with you and you can hear my voice through this video. As chair of the city's streetcar committee, and as president of one of the major educational institutions along the proposed line, I feel it is imperative to share some thoughts with you before you embark on tonight's agenda. In 1998, Charlotte voters, in a bold and visionary act, overwhelmingly supported a half-cent sales tax to construct a light rail system. 9 years later, the vision became reality, and the Lynx line opened with ridership far exceeding predictions. Since then, hundreds of millions of dollars in new development has gone up along the line, and innumerable new businesses have been created. All this has generated large amounts of new revenue for the city's coffers. So why is it, in 2012, that our Charlotte City Council is losing its vision? Why is it hesitant to move now with the same boldness that has given the city a national reputation for urban progressiveness? It is supporting extension of the Lynx line. It has found funds to build a baseball stadium and update Panthers Stadium. But the cost of the streetcar, they say, cannot be justified. They are failing to see the facts in front of them. Opponents of the streetcar speak about lack of return on investment. Yet study after study has shown that streetcars are an economic catalyst that drives and shapes development at about 1/3 of the cost of building a light rail line. Some say bus routes have the same impact, but bus routes can be changed. A streetcar line is permanent, so developers are more confident about making investments near critical locations along the line. Modern streetcars are not quaint trolleys harking back to a slower time. They are sleek, modern transportation vehicles operated with state-of-the-art software. They look more like the trains of the light rail than the cars in the Charlotte Trolley Museum. They are not toys. They are serious tools used by sophisticated, enlightened cities to connect people and places in environmentally wise ways. Football arenas and baseball stadiums may be good for the city's self-esteem. They add to our national reputation. But when it comes to building bricks and mortar development that directly impacts the lives of its citizens on a daily basis, they fall flat compared to the impact of a streetcar system. Many of you have said to me that Charlotte has a sad history of leaving behind its have-nots on its road to success. I hate to think that one reason the streetcar has not been supported is that it is a direct benefit to the communities that have been largely left out of the city's boom, the Beatties Ford Road corridor and East Charlotte. Some financial investments have already been made in these areas, and we appreciate this. The city wants to convert Eastland Mall into a film studio. Now it is time to leverage these investments and lift these neighborhoods out of the doldrums where we have been foundering for decades. Council members, our council members, need to recognize what has been accomplished and build on it by developing the streetcar. It is time for them to think beyond just building playthings for the small number of people who can afford to attend sporting events. They need to once again be visionaries who dream boldly, to see how meeting the daily needs of its citizens for efficient ways to get to work, school, and medical care, while creating opportunities for economic development, will create a far more lasting legacy for future generations. The West Side and the East Side need and deserve an economic shot in the arm. We supported the tax for the light rail as well as other projects because we recognize they were good for the overall health of the city, even if we did not see any direct benefit. Now when there is a project that goes directly into our neighborhoods while still benefiting all of Charlotte, Council says there isn't enough money. East and West Charlotte are tired of being at the bottom of the city's priorities. We have realized that if we are to have clout with Council, we must work together and collaborate for our common interests, the building of sustainable assets in our neighborhoods. The streetcar will unite us physically and logistically and help us connect with the better off parts of the city. But it has already united us as community organizers and as a political force. And so I'm asking you that when you leave from this Turning Point meeting this evening, you return to your corridors, to your neighborhood associations, to your streets, and work with our people so that we will sing one song together in harmony. It will be much harder for City Council to ignore us when we not only sing the songs of our corridors, but we also sing the songs of Charlotte. But if they continue to do so in ignoring us, we will march in unison to the voting booth come November, and we will flex our newly found political muscle. God bless you, and God bless Charlotte.
And to collaborate on, and I think the data's there. I think we're all afraid of costs, and we're trying to figure out how to balance affordability and livability. Those are the quintessential issues in managing any metropolitan area, and there are just too many smart people in this conversation not to find a way forward. And I expect that that's what's going to happen. I'm maybe naive, but I am optimistic that that's what we're going to achieve, and I hope that what he envisioned tonight is perhaps an inevitability will not come to pass.
What's your interest? Why are you here?
Well, I've lived on the east side of Charlotte all my life. I live in Plaza Midwood. I own a business in Plaza Midwood. I own a business in Dilworth, so I'm as in, well, they own me, I should say. Actually, my house owns me. But I'm as invested in East Charlotte as I can be. I'm a lifelong Charlottean, born and raised. And I've seen